What is the structural and functional unit of life in plants and animals?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The cell is the structural and functional unit of life. What are the types of animal tissues?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Epithelial, connective, muscular, and nervous tissues are the main types of animal tissues. What is the role of xylem in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Xylem transports water and minerals from roots to other parts of the plant. Which tissue is responsible for photosynthesis in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The mesophyll tissue, especially the palisade mesophyll, is responsible for photosynthesis. What is the main function of phloem in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Phloem transports organic nutrients, food, from leaves to other parts of the plant. What is the function of epithelial tissue in animals?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Epithelial tissue covers body surfaces, lines cavities, and forms glands. What is the difference between Collenchyma and Sclerenchyma in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Collenchyma provides flexibility and support, while Sclerenchyma provides rigidity. What is the function of connective tissue in animals?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Connective tissue supports, binds, and provides structural framework for other tissues. What is the significance of the stomatal apparatus in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The stomatal apparatus regulates gas exchange and transpiration in plants. Name the 4 types of simple tissues in plants.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Parenchyma, Collenchyma, Sclerenchyma, and epidermis. What is the difference between smooth and cardiac muscles?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Smooth muscles are involuntary and non-striated, while cardiac muscles are involuntary and striated. What are meristematic tissues in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Meristematic tissues are regions of actively dividing cells in plants, leading to growth. What are tracheids and vessels in xylem?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Tracheids and vessels are water-conducting elements in the xylem of vascular plants. What is the function of muscular tissue in animals?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Muscular tissue is responsible for movement and contraction in animals. What is the role of guard cells in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Guard cells regulate the opening and closing of stomata, controlling gas exchange. Define histology.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Histology is the study of the microscopic structure of tissues. What is periderm in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Periderm is the protective tissue that replaces the epidermis during secondary growth. What is the difference between parenchyma and collenchyma tissues?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Parenchyma cells are thin-walled and perform various functions, while Collenchyma provides mechanical support. What are the two types of muscle fibers?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Red muscle fibers, slow twitch, and white muscle fibers, fast twitch. What is the function of nerve tissue in animals?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Nerve tissue transmits electrical impulses to control body activities. What is the importance of the cambium in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The cambium is responsible for secondary growth in plants, increasing thickness. What is the difference between xylem and phloem?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Xylem transports water and minerals, while phloem transports nutrients. Define squamous epithelium.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Squamous epithelium consists of flat, scale-like cells found in linings such as blood vessels. What is a stomatal pore?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A stomatal pore is an opening in the epidermis of leaves, allowing gas exchange. What is the primary function of roots in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Roots anchor the plant and absorb water and nutrients from the soil. What are the three types of connective tissues in animals?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Loose connective tissue, dense connective tissue, and specialized connective tissue. What are sieve tubes and companion cells in phloem?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Sieve tubes conduct food, while companion cells assist in loading and unloading of nutrients. What are the functions of epithelial tissue?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Protection, absorption, filtration, and secretion. What is the function of bone tissue in animals?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Bone tissue provides support, protection, and aids in movement. What is the difference between dicot and monocot roots?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Dicot roots have a taproot system, while monocot roots have a fibrous root system. What is Sclerenchyma?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Sclerenchyma is a type of plant tissue that provides mechanical support with thick walls. What are the two types of vascular tissues in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Xylem and phloem are the two types of vascular tissues. What is the role of epidermis in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The epidermis serves as a protective outer layer of cells, preventing water loss. What is a compound epithelium?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Compound epithelium consists of more than one layer of cells, providing protection. What is the function of root hairs?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Root hairs increase the surface area of roots for absorption of water and nutrients. What is the main characteristic of cardiac muscle tissue?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Cardiac muscle tissue is striated, involuntary, and responsible for heart contractions. What is the difference between voluntary and involuntary muscles?
3, 2,
Voluntary muscles, skeletal, are controlled consciously, while involuntary muscles, smooth and cardiac, are controlled unconsciously. What is the role of lateral meristem in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Lateral meristem, vascular cambium, is responsible for secondary growth, increasing the girth of stems and roots. What is the function of fibroblasts in connective tissue?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Fibroblasts produce and maintain the extracellular matrix, including collagen and elastin fibers. What are the types of simple epithelium?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Simple squamous, cuboidal, columnar, and ciliated epithelium. What is secondary growth in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Secondary growth refers to the increase in thickness of stems and roots due to activity of the cambium. What is the difference between apical and intercalary meristem?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Apical meristem is located at the tips of roots and shoots, while intercalary meristem is found at the base of leaves or internodes. What is the function of adipose tissue?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Adipose tissue stores fat, insulates the body, and protects organs. What is the structure and function of stomata?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Stomata are tiny openings in leaves for gas exchange and are regulated by guard cells. What is a sclereid, and where is it found?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Sclereids are a type of Sclerenchyma cells that provide mechanical support and are found in hard tissues like seed coats. What is the primary function of the liver in terms of tissue organization?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The liver is made of epithelial tissue and functions in metabolism, detoxification, and production of bile. What are vascular bundles in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Vascular bundles are structures containing xylem and phloem tissues, responsible for transport of water, minerals, and nutrients. What are the main types of connective tissue?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The main types are loose connective tissue, dense connective tissue, cartilage, bone, and blood. What is the function of cartilage in animals?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Cartilage provides flexible support and cushioning in joints, respiratory passages, and other structures. How do sieve tube elements in phloem function?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Sieve tube elements transport food, mainly sugars, throughout the plant, aided by companion cells. What is the difference between protoderm and precambium?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Protoderm forms the epidermis, while precambium forms the vascular tissues, xylem and phloem. What is the role of ciliated epithelium in animals?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ciliated epithelium helps move particles or fluid over epithelial surfaces, such as in the respiratory tract. What is the function of trichomes in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Trichomes are hair-like structures on plant surfaces that reduce water loss and provide protection. What are osteocytes, and what is their function?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Osteocytes are mature bone cells that maintain bone tissue. What is a fibrocartilage, and where is it found?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Fibrocartilage is a type of cartilage with dense collagen fibers, found in intervertebral discs and pubic symphysis. How are monocot and dicot stems different in terms of vascular bundles?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Monocot stems have scattered vascular bundles, while dicot stems have vascular bundles arranged in a ring. What is the role of loose connective tissue in animals?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Loose connective tissue holds organs in place and attaches epithelial tissue to underlying tissues. What are pericycle cells in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Pericycle cells are located just inside the endodermis and are involved in the formation of lateral roots. What is the role of cambium in dicot stems?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The cambium in dicot stems is responsible for the formation of secondary xylem and phloem, contributing to growth in thickness. What is the primary function of blood tissue in animals?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Blood tissue transports oxygen, nutrients, hormones, and removes waste products from the body. What are the characteristics of hydrophytes in terms of anatomy?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Hydrophytes have reduced xylem, thin cuticle, and large air spaces, Parenchyma, for buoyancy. What are the main functions of bone tissue in animals?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Bone tissue provides structural support, protects organs, enables movement, and stores minerals. What is the function of the cuticle in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The cuticle is a waxy layer that prevents water loss from the surface of leaves and stems. What is Collenchyma, and where is it found in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Collenchyma provides mechanical support and flexibility, typically found in stems and petioles. What are chondrocytes, and where are they found?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Chondrocytes are mature cartilage cells found in the lacunae of cartilage tissue. What is the main function of the vascular cambium?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The vascular cambium produces secondary xylem and phloem, contributing to the plant's growth in girth. What are the differences between open and closed circulatory systems?
3, 2, 1, 0.
In open circulatory systems, blood is not confined to vessels, while in closed systems, blood circulates entirely within vessels. What are the major functions of blood in animals?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Blood transports oxygen, nutrients, hormones, and waste products, and regulates temperature. What is the role of vascular bundles in monocot stems?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Vascular bundles in monocot stems are scattered and serve to transport water, minerals, and nutrients throughout the plant. How are tendons different from ligaments?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Tendons connect muscles to bones, while ligaments connect bones to other bones at joints. What is the role of the endodermis in roots?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The endodermis regulates the flow of water and minerals from the soil into the vascular system of the plant. What are the structural components of connective tissue?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Connective tissue is composed of cells, fibers, collagen, elastin, and a ground substance, matrix. What is the difference between stratified squamous and simple squamous epithelium?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Stratified squamous epithelium has multiple layers for protection, while simple squamous has a single layer for diffusion. What are pits in plant cells, and what is their function?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Pits are depressions in the cell walls of xylem and phloem cells, allowing communication and transport between cells. How do root cap cells protect the root tip?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Root cap cells protect the delicate apical meristem as the root pushes through the soil. What is the structure and function of goblet cells?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Goblet cells are unicellular glands that secrete mucus, found in the respiratory and digestive tracts. What are the two types of cartilage?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The two types of cartilage are hyaline cartilage and fibrocartilage. What are sieve plates in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Sieve plates are perforated structures at the end walls of sieve tube elements that allow the flow of nutrients. What is the role of the Casparian strip in plant roots?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The Casparian strip is a band of suberin that controls the movement of water and minerals into the vascular cylinder. What are the functions of elastic fibers in connective tissue?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Elastic fibers provide elasticity and flexibility to tissues like skin, lungs, and blood vessels. What is the difference between primary and secondary growth in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Primary growth increases the length of the plant, while secondary growth increases its thickness or girth. What is the function of basophils in blood tissue?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Basophils release histamine during allergic reactions and play a role in immune responses. What is the function of the pericycle in dicot roots?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The pericycle produces lateral roots and contributes to secondary growth in dicot roots. How are lenticels formed in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Lenticels are small openings in the periderm of woody plants, allowing gas exchange. What is the difference between striated and non-striated muscles?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Striated muscles, skeletal, have alternating light and dark bands, while non-striated, smooth, muscles do not have these bands. What is the function of osteoblasts in bone tissue?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Osteoblasts are cells responsible for bone formation by secreting the bone matrix. What is the difference between protoderm and ground meristem?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Protoderm forms the epidermis, while ground meristem forms the ground tissues like cortex and pith. What are companion cells, and what is their role?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Companion cells are specialized parenchyma cells associated with sieve tubes, aiding in the transport of nutrients. How is xylem sap transported in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Xylem sap is transported by transpiration pull, root pressure, and capillary action. What are intercalated discs in cardiac muscle?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Intercalated discs are specialized junctions between cardiac muscle cells that facilitate synchronized contractions. What are tertiary elements in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Tertiary elements, tracheids and vessels, are specialized cells that conduct water and minerals in the xylem. What is the role of guard cells in stomata?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Guard cells regulate the opening and closing of stomata, controlling gas exchange and transpiration. What is the function of parenchyma in hydrophytes?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Parenchyma provides buoyancy and facilitates gas exchange in aquatic plants. What is the structure and function of root hairs?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Root hairs are tubular extensions of root epidermal cells that increase surface area for water and nutrient absorption. What is the significance of lateral roots in dicot plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Lateral roots increase the surface area of the root system for water and nutrient absorption and help anchor the plant. What is the difference between simple and compound epithelium?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Simple epithelium has a single layer of cells, while compound epithelium has multiple layers for protection. What are the functions of hemoglobin in red blood cells?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Hemoglobin transports oxygen from the lungs to tissues and carries carbon dioxide back to the lungs. What is the role of companion cells in the phloem?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Companion cells assist sieve tube elements in the transport of organic nutrients through the phloem. What is lignin, and where is it found in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Lignin is a complex organic polymer that provides rigidity and strength to cell walls, particularly in xylem tissues. What is the function of tracheids in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Tracheids are elongated cells in the xylem that conduct water and provide mechanical support. What are tendrils, and what is their function in climbing plants?
3, 2, 1.
Tendrils are specialized thread-like structures that help climbing plants attach and support themselves on external structures. What are osteoclasts, and what is their role in the body?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Osteoclasts are large cells responsible for bone resorption and remodeling by breaking down bone tissue. How do hydrophytes differ from xerophytes in structure?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Hydrophytes have parenchyma, reduced xylem, and thin cuticles, while xerophytes have thick cuticles, deep roots, and sunken stomata. What are plasmodesmata, and what is their function in plant cells?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Plasmodesmata are cytoplasmic channels between plant cells that allow for communication and transport of materials. What is the main function of Sclerenchyma tissue in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Sclerenchyma provides mechanical support and strength to the plant due to its thick, lignified cell walls. How are bronchioles different from bronchi in terms of structure and function?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Bronchi are larger airways supported by cartilage, while bronchioles are smaller, lack cartilage, and regulate airflow in the lungs. What is the function of white blood cells, WBCs?
3, 2, 1, 0.
WBCs play a crucial role in the immune system by fighting infections and foreign invaders. How is connective tissue classified?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Connective tissue is classified into loose connective tissue, e.g., areola, dense connective tissue, e.g., tendons, cartilage, bone, and blood. What is the function of goblet cells in the respiratory tract?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Goblet cells secrete mucus to trap dust and microorganisms, helping to protect the respiratory lining. How are sieve tubes adapted for their function in phloem?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Sieve tubes have large pores in their walls and lack nuclei, allowing easy flow of sap for nutrient transport. What is the role of the root cortex in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The root cortex stores food and assists in the transport of water and nutrients from the epidermis to the vascular tissues. What is the difference between apical meristem and lateral meristem in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Apical meristem causes primary growth in length, while lateral meristem causes secondary growth in thickness. How are xylem vessels adapted to their function?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Xylem vessels are long, hollow, lignified cells that provide support and facilitate the efficient transport of water and minerals. What are mast cells, and what is their function?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Mast cells are immune cells that release histamine and other chemicals during inflammatory and Allergic responses. What is the function of intercalary meristem in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Intercalary meristem allows for the growth of internodes, especially in grasses and other monocots. How do monocot and dicot roots differ anatomically?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Monocot roots have a circular arrangement of vascular bundles, while dicot roots have a star-shaped xylem in the center with alternating phloem. What is the function of synovial fluid in joints?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Synovial fluid lubricates the joints, reducing friction and allowing smooth movement. How do mesophyll cells in leaves contribute to photosynthesis?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Mesophyll cells contain chloroplasts and are responsible for carrying out the process of photosynthesis. What is the role of the cambium in vascular plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The cambium is a layer of actively dividing cells that produce secondary xylem, wood, and phloem, enabling plant growth in girth. What is the significance of cork cambium?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Cork cambium forms the outer protective layer of bark in woody plants and produces cork cells that replace the epidermis. How do striated and smooth muscles differ in function?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Striated muscles, skeletal, control voluntary movements, while smooth muscles control involuntary movements in organs like the intestines. What is the function of ciliated epithelium in animals?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ciliated epithelium helps move particles or fluids along surfaces, such as in the respiratory tract. How do fibroblasts function in connective tissue?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Fibroblasts produce and maintain the extracellular matrix, including collagen and elastin fibers. What are the main functions of parenchyma tissue in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Parenchyma stores nutrients, aids in photosynthesis, and helps with wound healing in plants. How do hydathodes function in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Hydathodes help release excess water from leaves via guttation, typically at the leaf margins. What is the role of lymph in the body?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Lymph transports white blood cells, removes toxins and waste, and helps maintain fluid balance in the body. What are the differences between endocrine and exocrine glands?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Endocrine glands release hormones directly into the bloodstream, while exocrine glands secrete substances through ducts. What is the significance of sieve tube elements in phloem?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Sieve tube elements transport organic nutrients, sugars, from leaves to other parts of the plant. What is the function of lignin in vascular plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Lignin strengthens cell walls, providing rigidity and impermeability, particularly in xylem. How do vascular bundles differ in monocots and dicots?
3, 2, 1, 0.
In monocots, vascular bundles are scattered, while in dicots, they are arranged in a ring. What is the role of the periderm in woody plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The periderm replaces the epidermis in secondary growth and ACTS as a protective layer, including cork cells. What are macrophages, and what is their function?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Macrophages are large immune cells that engulf and destroy pathogens and dead cells. What is the role of the hypodermis in monocot stems?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The hypodermis is a layer of mechanical tissue just below the epidermis that provides support to monocot stems. How does the stomatal apparatus function in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The stomatal apparatus regulates gas exchange and water loss through the opening and closing of the stomata. What is the structure and function of smooth muscle tissue?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Smooth muscle consists of spindle-shaped cells that control involuntary movements, found in organs like the stomach and intestines. What is the role of cambium in secondary growth?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Cambium is a meristematic tissue that produces secondary xylem, wood, and secondary phloem, increasing the girth of the plant. What are the main features of stratified epithelium?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Stratified epithelium consists of multiple cell layers that provide protection, found in areas like the skin and lining of the mouth. What is the difference between lenticels and stomata in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Lenticels are pores on stems for gas exchange, while stomata are pores on leaves for gas exchange and transpiration. What is the role of apical meristem in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Apical meristem is responsible for primary growth, increasing the length of roots and shoots. What are the key functions of cartilage tissue in animals?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Cartilage provides support, reduces friction at joints, and cushions bones. How does pericycle contribute to root development?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The pericycle gives rise to lateral roots and is involved in secondary growth in dicot roots. What are the functions of phloem parenchyma?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Phloem parenchyma stores organic nutrients and helps in the lateral conduction of food within the plant. What are intercalary meristems, and where are they found?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Intercalary meristems are found at internodes and leaf bases, allowing for regrowth and elongation, especially in grasses. What are the main functions of the liver in animals?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The liver detoxifies harmful substances, produces bile for digestion, stores glycogen, and regulates metabolism. What is the function of cuticle in xerophytes?
3, 2, 1, 0.
In xerophytes, the cuticle is thick and waxy, reducing water loss by evaporation. What is the significance of medullary rays in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Medullary rays are radial rows of parenchyma that store and transport nutrients between the vascular tissues. What are haversian canals, and what is their function in bones?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Haversian canals are channels in compact bone that contain blood vessels and nerves, aiding in bone nourishment and repair. What is the difference between tracheids and vessels in xylem?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Tracheids are elongated cells with tapering ends, while vessels are shorter, wider cells with perforated plates for efficient water conduction. What are the main differences between spongy and compact bone?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Spongy bone is porous and contains red marrow, while compact bone is dense and forms the outer layer of bones. How does the Casparian strip in roots function?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The Casparian strip blocks passive flow of water and minerals, ensuring selective transport into the vascular system. What is the function of rib cartilage in animals?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Rib cartilage provides flexibility and support to the rib cage, allowing for expansion during breathing. What is the role of Sclerenchyma fibers in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Sclerenchyma fibers provide mechanical strength and support to various parts of the plant, such as stems and leaves. What is the role of the epidermis in plant organs?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The epidermis protects plant tissues, reduces water loss, and facilitates gas exchange through stomata. What is the function of adipose tissue in animals?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Adipose tissue stores energy in the form of fat, provides insulation, and cushions organs. What is the function of Collenchyma in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Collenchyma provides flexible support to growing stems and leaves while allowing for growth and movement. How does the structure of guard cells facilitate their function?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Guard cells have a flexible cell wall that allows them to change shape, regulating stomatal opening and closing. What is the role of myelin sheath in neurons?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The myelin sheath insulates axons, speeding up the transmission of electrical signals along the nerve. How do lenticels function in gas exchange in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Lenticels allow for gas exchange between the internal tissues and the external environment, primarily in stems. What is the primary function of xylem in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Xylem primarily transports water and dissolved minerals from roots to other parts of the plant. How does cartilage differ from bone in structure and function?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Cartilage is flexible and lacks a blood supply, while bone is rigid, vascularized. and provides structural support. What is the role of the pericardium in the heart?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The pericardium is a double-walled sac that surrounds and protects the heart, reducing friction during heartbeats. What is the function of the spleen in the lymphatic system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The spleen filters blood, removes old red blood cells, and plays a role in immune response by producing lymphocytes. How do meristematic tissues contribute to plant growth?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Meristematic tissues contain undifferentiated cells that divide to produce new cells for growth in length and girth. What is the structure of a typical neuron?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A typical neuron consists of a cell body, soma, dendrites, and an axon for signal transmission. How does the structure of alveoli facilitate gas exchange?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Alveoli are tiny air sacs with a large surface area and thin walls, allowing for efficient diffusion of oxygen and carbon dioxide. What is the role of the vascular cambium in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The vascular cambium is a lateral meristem that produces secondary xylem and phloem, contributing to the plant's thickness. How are scleriads different from fibers in Sclerenchyma?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Scleriads are shorter and irregularly shaped cells providing protection, while fibers are elongated and provide tensile strength. What is the role of synovial fluid in joints?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Synovial fluid lubricates joints, reducing friction and providing nourishment to cartilage. How do the structures of arteries and veins differ?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Arteries have thick, muscular walls to withstand high pressure, while veins have thinner walls and valves to prevent backflow. What is the function of the thylakoid membrane in chloroplasts?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The thylakoid membrane houses chlorophyll and is the site of the light-dependent reactions of photosynthesis. What are the functions of the renal corpuscle in the kidney?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The renal corpuscle filters blood to form urine, consisting of Bowman's capsule and glomerulus. How does the structure of the stomach facilitate digestion?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The stomach has folds, rugae, and gastric glands that secrete enzymes and acids, aiding in the mechanical and chemical digestion of food. What is the function of the cardiac muscle in the heart?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Cardiac muscle contracts involuntarily to pump blood throughout the body. How do osteocytes maintain bone tissue?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Osteocytes maintain bone matrix and communicate with other bone cells through canaliculi for repair and nourishment. What is the role of the phloem in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Phloem transports organic nutrients, particularly sugars, from photosynthetic tissues to non-photosynthetic parts. How do chloroplasts contribute to photosynthesis?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Chloroplasts contain chlorophyll and other pigments that capture light energy for converting carbon dioxide and water into glucose. What is the primary role of the pancreas in the digestive system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The pancreas produces digestive enzymes and hormones, like insulin, that regulate blood sugar levels. What are the functions of the epidermal layer in leaves?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The epidermal layer protects leaves, prevents water loss, and may contain stomata for gas exchange. What is the role of the Sclerenchyma in plant stems?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Sclerenchyma provides structural support and strength to plant stems due to its thick, lignified cell walls. How do the structures of the small and large intestines differ?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The small intestine is longer, has a larger surface area due to villi, and is involved in nutrient absorption, while the large intestine absorbs water and forms feces. What is the function of cilia in the respiratory system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Cilia help move mucus and trapped particles out of the respiratory tract, keeping it clean. What is the primary function of chloroplasts in plant cells?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Chloroplasts conduct photosynthesis, converting light energy into chemical energy in the form of glucose. How do xylem and phloem differ in their functions?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Xylem transports water and minerals from roots to shoots, while phloem transports organic nutrients from leaves to other parts of the plant. What is the role of myofibrils in muscle contraction?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Myofibrils contain actin and myosin filaments that slide past each other during muscle contraction, enabling movement. How does the structure of the eye contribute to vision?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The eye has a curved lens that focuses light onto the retina, where photoreceptors convert light into nerve signals for vision. What is the function of the diaphragm in respiration?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The diaphragm contracts and flattens to increase the volume of the thoracic cavity, causing air to be drawn into the lungs. What is the significance of the cuticle on plant leaves?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The cuticle prevents water loss through evaporation and protects against pathogens and environmental damage. What are the components of a typical muscle fiber?
3, 2, 1, 0.
A typical muscle fiber consists of myofibrils, sarcoplasm, cell membrane, sarcolemma, and nuclei. How do skeletal muscles differ from smooth muscles in function?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Skeletal muscles are under voluntary control and are responsible for movement, while smooth muscles are involuntary and control functions like digestion. What is the primary function of the lymphatic system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The lymphatic system helps maintain fluid balance, transports immune cells, and absorbs dietary fats from the intestines. What are the different types of meristems in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The main types of meristems are apical meristems, at tips of roots and shoots, and lateral meristems, cambium and cork cambium. What is the role of the mesophyll in leaves?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Mesophyll is responsible for photosynthesis and gas exchange. It contains chloroplasts for capturing light energy. How do the structures of veins and arteries reflect their functions?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Arteries have thick, elastic walls to handle high pressure, while veins have thinner walls and valves to prevent backflow. What is the function of the hepatic portal system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The hepatic portal system transports blood from the gastrointestinal tract and spleen to the liver, for processing nutrients and detoxification. What is the role of the phloem in plant nutrition?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Phloem transports sugars and other organic compounds produced during photosynthesis from leaves to non-photosynthetic parts of the plant. How does the structure of the human heart facilitate its function?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The heart has 4 chambers, 2 atria and 2 ventricles, that separate oxygenated and deoxygenated blood, enabling efficient circulation. What is the significance of the epidermal layer in plant leaves?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The epidermal layer protects leaves from water loss and physical damage and houses stomata for gas exchange. How do the kidneys contribute to homeostasis?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The kidneys filter blood, remove waste products, and regulate electrolyte balance, blood pressure, and pH levels. What are the main types of plant tissues?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The main types of plant tissues are meristematic tissues, for growth, and permanent tissues, for various functions. How do the functions of smooth muscle in the digestive tract differ from those in blood vessels?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Smooth muscles in the digestive tract contract rhythmically to move food, while smooth muscles in blood vessels regulate blood flow by constricting and dilating. What is the function of the thalamus in the brain?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The thalamus acts as a relay station for sensory information, processing and transmitting it to appropriate areas of the cerebral cortex. What is the role of the endothelium in blood vessels?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The endothelium lines blood vessels, providing a smooth surface for blood flow and regulating vascular functions. How do cuticular cells in plants reduce water loss?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Cuticular cells secrete a waxy cuticle that minimizes water loss by evaporation from leaf surfaces. What is the role of the pineal gland in the endocrine system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The pineal gland produces melatonin, which regulates sleep-wake cycles and circadian rhythms. What is the significance of the epiphysis in long bones?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The epiphysis is the end part of a long bone, which contains spongy bone, red marrow, and contributes to joint formation and growth. What is the function of parenchyma in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Parenchyma serves various functions including storage, photosynthesis, and tissue repair. How do cardiac muscle cells differ from skeletal muscle cells?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Cardiac muscle cells are branched, striated, and involuntary, while skeletal muscle cells are long, cylindrical, and voluntary. What is the role of xylem vessels in water transport?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Xylem vessels conduct water and dissolved minerals upward from roots to leaves through capillary action and transpiration pull. How do the roles of the liver and gallbladder differ in digestion?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The liver produces bile for fat emulsification, while the gallbladder stores and releases bile into the small intestine. What is the primary function of the thymus gland?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The thymus gland is responsible for the maturation of T lymphocytes, T cells, which are crucial for the immune response. How does the structure of the leaf facilitate photosynthesis?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The leaf has a broad surface area, thin structure, and contains chloroplasts, maximizing light absorption and gas exchange. What is the function of the glomerulus in the nephron?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The glomerulus filters blood to form a filtrate containing water, salts, and small molecules, which will become urine. How does the structure of the root hair facilitate absorption?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Root hairs increase the surface area for water and nutrient absorption, and their thin walls allow for easy diffusion. What is the role of the larynx in the respiratory system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The larynx houses the vocal cords and is responsible for sound production, as well as protecting the trachea against food aspiration. How do the components of the skeletal system work together?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Bones provide structure. Cartilage cushions joints. Ligaments connect bones. And tendons attach muscles to bones for movement. What is the primary role of the integumentary system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The integumentary system protects the body from external damage, regulates temperature, and facilitates sensory perception. How does the structure of the small intestine aid in nutrient absorption?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The small intestine has a large surface area due to villi and microvilli, increasing the efficiency of nutrient absorption. What is the function of the renal pelvis in the kidneys?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The renal pelvis collects urine from the collecting ducts and funnels it into the ureter for Transport to the bladder. How does the structure of adipose tissue contribute to its function?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Adipose tissue consists of fat-storing cells that provide insulation, cushioning, and energy storage for the body. What is the role of the medulla oblongata in the brain?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The medulla oblongata regulates involuntary functions such as breathing, heart rate, and blood pressure. How do chloroplasts differ from other organelles in plant cells?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Chloroplasts are involved in photosynthesis and contain chlorophyll, whereas other organelles like mitochondria focus on energy production. What is the function of the corpus callosum in the brain?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The corpus callosum connects the left and right hemispheres of the brain, facilitating communication between them. How do the shapes of red blood cells relate to their function?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Red blood cells are biconcave, providing a large surface area for gas exchange and enabling flexibility to pass through capillaries. What is the significance of the lymphatic vessels in the body?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Lymphatic vessels transport lymph, help maintain fluid balance, and play a key role in the immune response by transporting white blood cells. What is the role of interstitial fluid in animal tissues?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Interstitial fluid surrounds cells, providing a medium for nutrient and waste exchange between blood and cells. How do the components of blood work together to maintain homeostasis?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Blood transports oxygen and nutrients, regulates temperature and pH, and helps in clotting and immune responses through various cells and proteins. What is the function of the ventricles in the heart?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The ventricles pump blood out of the heart. The left ventricle pumps oxygenated blood to the body, while the right ventricle pumps deoxygenated blood to the lungs. What is the significance of the mesentery in the digestive system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The mesentery supports the intestines, providing a pathway for blood vessels, nerves, and lymphatics while anchoring them to the abdominal wall. What is the role of the hypothalamus in homeostasis?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The hypothalamus regulates body temperature, hunger, thirst, and circadian rhythms by controlling various physiological processes. What is the function of the pituitary gland in the endocrine system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The pituitary gland regulates various hormonal functions, controlling growth, metabolism, and reproduction. How does the structure of ciliated epithelium contribute to its function?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ciliated epithelium has hair-like structures, cilia, that help in moving particles and mucus out of the respiratory tract. What is the role of the skeletal system in the body?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The skeletal system provides support, facilitates movement, protects internal organs, and stores minerals. How do the structures of deciduous and evergreen trees differ?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Deciduous trees shed leaves in winter, while evergreen trees retain leaves throughout the year, adapted for different climates. What is the function of the thalamus in sensory perception?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The thalamus acts as a relay center for sensory information, except smell, before sending it to the appropriate areas of the brain. What is the primary function of the pancreas in the digestive system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The pancreas produces digestive enzymes and hormones, like insulin, that regulate blood sugar levels. How do the layers of the skin contribute to its functions?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The epidermis provides a protective barrier. The dermis contains blood vessels and nerves, and the subcutaneous layer insulates and cushions. What is the role of the corpus luteum in the female reproductive system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The corpus luteum secretes hormones, primarily progesterone, which helps maintain the uterine lining during pregnancy. How does the structure of the kidney support its function in filtration?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The kidney has a complex structure with nephrons that filter blood, reabsorb water, and excrete waste as urine. What is the significance of the renal tubule in the nephron?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The renal tubule reabsorbs essential nutrients and water while secreting waste products into the urine. How do guard cells regulate stomatal opening and closing?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Guard cells swell to open stomata when turgid and shrink to close stomata when flaccid, controlling gas exchange and water loss. What is the role of connective tissue in the body?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Connective tissue supports, binds, and protects other tissues and organs, and stores energy. How does the structure of the alveoli facilitate gas exchange?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Alveoli have thin walls and a large surface area, allowing efficient diffusion of oxygen and carbon dioxide between air and blood. What is the function of the medullary cavity in long bones?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The medullary cavity stores bone marrow, which produces blood cells and stores fat. How do tendons and ligaments differ in structure and function?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Tendons connect muscles to bones, allowing movement, while ligaments connect bones to other bones, providing joint stability. What is the primary role of the corpus callosum in the brain?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The corpus callosum connects the left and right cerebral hemispheres, facilitating communication between them. How does the structure of the heart contribute to its pumping function?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The heart has muscular walls and valves that ensure one-way blood flow and effective pumping to the lungs and body. What is the significance of the villi in the small intestine?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Villi increase the surface area for nutrient absorption in the small intestine, enhancing digestive efficiency. How does the epidermis protect plant tissues?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The epidermis, ACTS, is a protective barrier against physical damage, pathogens, and excessive water loss. What are the functions of the smooth muscle in the walls of blood vessels?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Smooth muscle regulates blood flow by contracting and relaxing, controlling the diameter of blood vessels. What is the role of the bronchi in the respiratory system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The bronchi conduct air to the lungs and are responsible for warming and moistening the air before it reaches the alveoli. How do lymph nodes function in the immune system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Lymph nodes filter lymph fluid, trapping pathogens and allowing immune cells to respond to infections. What is the significance of the stratified squamous epithelium in the body?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Stratified squamous epithelium provides protection against mechanical stress and abrasion, commonly found in areas like the skin and mouth. What is the role of the ileum in digestion?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The ileum absorbs nutrients and minerals from food and is the final section of the small intestine, before waste enters the large intestine. What is the role of the aorta in the circulatory system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The aorta is the largest artery that carries oxygenated blood from the heart to the rest of the body. How do the structures of spongy and compact bone differ?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Compact bone is dense and forms the outer layer of bones, while spongy bone is lighter, contains bone marrow, and has a porous structure. What is the primary function of the stomach in digestion?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The stomach secretes acids and enzymes to break down food and initiate the digestive process. How does the structure of skeletal muscle fibers contribute to their function?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Skeletal muscle fibers are multinucleated and striated, allowing for rapid and forceful contractions during movement. What is the significance of the synovial fluid in joints?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Synovial fluid lubricates joints, reducing friction between cartilage surfaces during movement. How do root systems contribute to plant stability?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Root systems anchor plants in the soil and absorb water and nutrients, providing stability and support. What is the function of the gallbladder in digestion?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The gallbladder stores and concentrates bile produced by the liver, releasing it into the small intestine to aid fat digestion. How does the structure of the respiratory membrane facilitate gas exchange?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The respiratory membrane is thin and has a large surface area, allowing efficient diffusion of oxygen and carbon dioxide between alveoli and blood. What is the role of the endocardium in the heart?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The endocardium lines the interior of the heart chambers and valves, providing a smooth surface to facilitate blood flow. How do the structures of monocot and dicot roots differ?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Monocot roots typically have a fibrous root system with no main root, while dicot roots have a taproot system with one dominant root. What is the primary function of the large intestine in the digestive system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The large intestine absorbs water and electrolytes from indigestible food matter and compacts waste into feces. How does the structure of cardiac muscle support its function?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Cardiac muscle cells are striated, branched, and interconnected, allowing for synchronized contractions to pump blood effectively. What is the significance of the pericardium around the heart?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The pericardium is a double-walled sac that protects the heart, provides lubrication, and anchors it within the thoracic cavity. How do the structures of petals and sepals differ in flowers?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Petals are often colorful and attract pollinators, while sepals are typically green and protect the flower bud before blooming. What is the role of the pineal gland in regulating circadian rhythms?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The pineal gland secretes melatonin, which helps regulate sleep-wake cycles and biological rhythms. How do the structures of the esophagus and trachea differ?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The esophagus is a muscular tube that transports food to the stomach, while the trachea is a rigid tube that conducts air to the lungs. What is the primary role of the nephron in the kidney?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The nephron is the functional unit of the kidney that filters blood, reabsorbs essential substances, and produces urine. How does the structure of the cuticle benefit plant leaves?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The cuticle is a waxy layer that reduces water loss from leaves and protects against environmental damage. What is the function of the sclera in the eye?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The sclera is the outer protective layer of the eye that maintains its shape and provides attachment for muscles. How do ciliated cells in the respiratory tract help keep airways clear?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Ciliated cells move mucus and trapped particles upwards towards the throat, facilitating their expulsion from the respiratory tract. What is the role of the islets of Langerhans in the pancreas?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The islets of Langerhans contain hormone-secreting cells that regulate blood sugar levels by producing insulin and glucagon. How does the structure of the anther facilitate reproduction in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The anther produces pollen grains, which contain male gametes necessary for fertilization in flowering plants. What is the significance of the corpus spongiosum in the male reproductive system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The corpus spongiosum surrounds the urethra and prevents it from collapsing during erection, allowing for the passage of semen. What is the role of the atria in the heart?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The atria receive blood from the body, right atrium, and lungs, left atrium, and pump it into the ventricles. How does the structure of chloroplasts facilitate photosynthesis?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Chloroplasts contain thylakoid membranes where light-dependent reactions occur and stroma for light-independent reactions. What is the function of the medulla in the brain?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The medulla controls autonomic functions such as heart rate, blood pressure, and breathing. How do the components of the immune system work together?
3, 2, 1, 0.
White blood cells, antibodies, and lymphatic tissues work together to recognize and destroy pathogens. What is the significance of the double helix structure of DNA?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The double helix structure allows for the accurate replication of genetic material and proper functioning of genes. How does the structure of the root cap help in root growth?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The root cap protects the growing tip of the root as it pushes through the soil, and it secretes mucilage to ease movement. What is the role of surfactant in the alveoli?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Surfactant reduces surface tension in the alveoli, preventing their collapse and aiding in efficient gas exchange. What is the function of the villi in the small intestine?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Villi increase the surface area for nutrient absorption in the small intestine, enhancing the efficiency of digestion. How does the structure of the diaphragm facilitate breathing?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The diaphragm contracts and flattens during inhalation, increasing the thoracic cavity volume and drawing air into the lungs. What is the role of the lymphatic system in fluid balance?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The lymphatic system collects excess interstitial fluid and returns it to the bloodstream, maintaining fluid balance in the body. How do the structures of cones and rods in the retina differ?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Cones are photoreceptors responsible for color vision and function in bright light, while rods are sensitive to low light and detect movement. What is the significance of the bone marrow in the body?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Bone marrow is the primary site for blood cell production, including red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. How does stomata facilitate gas exchange in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Stomata are small openings on the leaf surface that allow carbon dioxide to enter and oxygen to exit during photosynthesis. What is the function of the epiglottis in the respiratory system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The epiglottis prevents food and liquids from entering the trachea during swallowing, directing them into the esophagus. How does the structure of the urethra differ between males and females?
3, 2, 1, 0.
In males, the urethra is longer and serves dual functions for urine and semen transport, while in females, it is shorter and only carries urine. What is the primary function of the cortex in the kidney?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The renal cortex contains nephrons and is involved in filtering blood and reabsorbing nutrients and water. How does the structure of the flower aid in reproduction?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The flower contains male stamens and female pistils, reproductive organs, facilitating pollination and fertilization. What is the significance of the striated appearance of skeletal muscle?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The striated appearance indicates the organized arrangement of actin and myosin filaments, allowing for coordinated contractions. How do the structures of the respiratory and circulatory systems interact?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The respiratory system provides oxygen to the blood, while the circulatory system transports oxygen-rich blood to tissues and returns carbon dioxide for exhalation. What is the role of the cerebellum in the brain?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The cerebellum coordinates voluntary movements, balance, and posture, ensuring smooth and precise muscle activity. How does the arrangement of muscle fibers affect muscle contraction?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The parallel arrangement of muscle fibers allows for greater range of motion, while the pennate arrangement provides more force for contraction. What is the primary function of the spleen in the immune system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The spleen filters blood, removes old red blood cells, and helps in the production of antibodies. How do tendons connect muscles to bones?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Tendons are strong, fibrous connective tissues that attach muscles to bones, facilitating movement. What is the role of the pancreas in the regulation of blood glucose levels?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The pancreas produces insulin and glucagon, hormones that regulate blood glucose levels by promoting uptake and release of glucose. How does the structure of a leaf aid in photosynthesis?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Leaves have a large surface area, chloroplasts for light absorption, and stomata for gas exchange, optimizing photosynthesis. What is the significance of the corpus callosum in the brain?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The corpus callosum connects the left and right cerebral hemispheres, allowing communication between them for coordinated brain function. How do smooth muscle cells differ from skeletal muscle cells?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Smooth muscle cells are non-striated, involuntary, and have a single nucleus, while skeletal muscle cells are striated, voluntary, and multinucleated. What is the role of the atrioventricular (AV) node in the heart?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The AV node, ACTS, is a relay station that delays the electrical impulse from the atria before it is transmitted to the ventricles, ensuring coordinated contractions. How do the structures of the xylem and phloem differ in plants?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Xylem transports water and minerals from roots to leaves, while phloem transports sugars and nutrients from leaves to other parts of the plant. What is the primary function of the cerebrum in the brain?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The cerebrum is responsible for higher brain functions, including thought, memory, sensory processing, and voluntary motor activity. How does the structure of myelin sheaths enhance nerve impulse transmission?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Myelin sheaths insulate nerve fibers, increasing the speed of electrical impulse conduction through saltatory conduction. What is the function of the pulmonary artery in the circulatory system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The pulmonary artery carries deoxygenated blood from the right ventricle of the heart to the lungs for oxygenation. How does the structure of the cilia in the respiratory tract aid in clearing mucus?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Cilia beat in a coordinated manner to move mucus and trapped particles out of the respiratory tract, keeping airways clear. What is the significance of the hypothalamus in the endocrine system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The hypothalamus regulates the pituitary gland and maintains homeostasis by controlling various bodily functions, including temperature and thirst. How do the structures of the nephron facilitate filtration in the kidney?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The nephron consists of a glomerulus for filtration and tubules for reabsorption and secretion, allowing efficient processing of blood to form urine. What is the role of the semilunar valves in the heart?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Semilunar valves prevent backflow of blood into the ventricles after it is pumped into the arteries, ensuring unidirectional blood flow. How does the structure of the skin contribute to thermoregulation?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The skin helps regulate body temperature through sweat production and blood flow adjustments, facilitating heat loss or retention. What is the primary function of the cecum in the digestive system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The cecum absorbs fluids and salts after digestion and is involved in the fermentation of undigested materials. How does the structure of a flower's ovule contribute to reproduction?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The ovule contains the female gamete and develops into a seed after fertilization, playing a crucial role in plant reproduction. What is the significance of the thoracic cavity in the respiratory system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The thoracic cavity houses the lungs and heart, and its expansion during inhalation creates negative pressure that facilitates airflow into the lungs. How do the structures of monocot and dicot stems differ?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Monocot stems have scattered vascular bundles, while dicot stems have vascular bundles arranged in a ring. What is the role of the motor neurons in the nervous system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Motor neurons transmit signals from the central nervous system to muscles, enabling movement and response to stimuli. How does the structure of the lens in the eye assist in vision?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The lens is flexible and changes shape to focus light onto the retina, allowing for clear vision at different distances. What is the function of the choroid in the eye?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The choroid is a layer that provides blood supply to the eye and contains pigments to absorb excess light, preventing scattering. How does the arrangement of epithelial cells vary in different types of epithelium?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Epithelial cells can be arranged in single layers, simple, or multiple layers, stratified, and can be squamous, cuboidal, or columnar in shape. How do the structures of freshwater and saltwater fish differ?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Freshwater fish have more dilute body fluids and excrete large amounts of dilute urine, while saltwater fish have more concentrated body fluids and excrete small amounts of concentrated urine. What is the significance of the medullary pyramids in the kidney?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The medullary pyramids contain nephron loops and collecting ducts, playing a key role in urine concentration and the reabsorption of water. How does the structure of the small intestine contribute to nutrient absorption?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The small intestine has villi and microvilli that increase the surface area for absorption of nutrients and enzymes for digestion. What is the role of the pituitary gland in the endocrine system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The pituitary gland, known as the master gland, regulates other endocrine glands and controls various hormonal functions in the body. How do the structures of the thoracic and abdominal cavities differ?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The thoracic cavity is separated from the abdominal cavity by the diaphragm and contains the heart and lungs, while the abdominal cavity contains digestive organs. What is the primary function of the bronchi in the respiratory system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The bronchi are air passages that direct air from the trachea into the lungs, branching into smaller bronchioles. How does the structure of collagen contribute to its function in connective tissue?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Collagen fibers provide strength and support to connective tissues, allowing them to withstand stretching and stress. What is the role of the thyroid gland in metabolism?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The thyroid gland produces hormones like thyroxine that regulate metabolic processes, including growth and energy expenditure. How do the structures of cardiac and smooth muscle differ?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Cardiac muscle is striated, involuntary, and branched, while smooth muscle is non-striated, involuntary, and spindle-shaped. What is the function of the vas deferens in the male reproductive system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The vas deferens transports sperm from the epididymis to the ejaculatory duct during ejaculation. How does the structure of the myofibrils in muscle cells facilitate contraction?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Myofibrils contain sarcomeres, the contractile units made up of actin and myosin filaments, enabling muscle contraction through sliding filament action. What is the role of the ureters in the urinary system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The ureters transport urine from the kidneys to the bladder for storage before excretion. How do the structures of the endoplasmic reticulum, differ in cells?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Rough fur is studded with ribosomes and synthesizes proteins, while smooth fur is involved in lipid synthesis and detoxification processes. What is the significance of the Golgi apparatus in cellular function?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The Golgi apparatus modifies, sorts, and packages proteins and lipids for secretion or delivery to other organelles. How does the structure of the outer ear assist in hearing?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The outer ear collects sound waves and directs them into the ear canal towards the eardrum, facilitating the hearing process. What is the function of the thalamus in sensory processing?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The thalamus acts as a relay station for sensory information, directing signals to the appropriate areas of the cerebral cortex for processing. How does the structure of the alveoli enhance gas exchange?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Alveoli are tiny, thin-walled air sacs with a large surface area that facilitate efficient diffusion of oxygen and carbon dioxide between air and blood. What is the role of the urethra in the urinary and reproductive systems?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The urethra conducts urine from the bladder for excretion and serves as a passage for semen in males during ejaculation. How does the structure of the lens in the eye allow for accommodation?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The lens changes shape, becomes thicker or thinner, to focus light on the retina for clear vision at varying distances. What is the function of the tympanic membrane in the ear?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The tympanic membrane, or eardrum, vibrates in response to sound waves, transmitting sound to the middle ear. How do the structures of tendons and ligaments differ?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Tendons connect muscles to bones and are made of dense connective tissue, while ligaments connect bones to other bones at joints. What is the significance of the islets of Langerhans in the pancreas?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The islets of Langerhans contain insulin-producing beta cells that regulate blood sugar levels. How does the structure of the adrenal gland support its function?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The adrenal gland has an outer cortex that produces hormones like cortisol and an inner medulla that produces adrenaline. What is the role of the fibrous capsule in the kidney?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The fibrous capsule protects the kidney from trauma and helps maintain its shape. How does the structure of the pharynx facilitate digestion and respiration?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The pharynx serves as a passageway for both food to the esophagus and air to the larynx, facilitating both digestion and respiration. What is the function of the appendix in the digestive system?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The appendix may play a role in the immune system and serves as a reservoir for beneficial gut bacteria. How does the structure of the synapse facilitate nerve signal transmission?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The synapse has a gap between neurons where neurotransmitters are released, allowing signals to be transmitted from one neuron to another. What is the significance of the pericardium surrounding the heart?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The pericardium protects the heart, reduces friction during heartbeats, and provides lubrication. How does the structure of the skin contribute to barrier function?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The epidermis consists of tightly packed cells that form a protective barrier against pathogens and prevent water loss. What is the role of the serous membranes in the thoracic cavity?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Serous membranes reduce friction between organs, allowing smooth movement of the lungs and heart during respiration and circulation. How does the structure of the oviduct facilitate fertilization?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The oviduct has ciliated epithelial cells that help transport the egg from the ovary and facilitate sperm movement for fertilization. What is the function of the intervertebral discs in the spinal column?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Intervertebral discs act as shock absorbers between vertebrae, allowing for flexibility and movement of the spine. How do the structures of simple and compound leaves differ?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Simple leaves have a single blade, while compound leaves have multiple leaflets attached to a single petiole. What is the role of the diaphragm during respiration?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The diaphragm contracts to increase the thoracic cavity volume during inhalation, aiding in the intake of air into the lungs. How does the structure of the alveolar sac enhance gas exchange efficiency?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The alveolar sac consists of numerous alveoli, creating a large surface area for gas exchange between air and blood. What is the significance of the medulla oblongata in autonomic functions?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The medulla oblongata regulates vital autonomic functions such as heart rate, respiration, and blood pressure. How do the structures of the small and large intestines differ in function?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The small intestine is primarily involved in nutrient absorption, while the large intestine absorbs water and forms feces. What is the function of the cartilage in joints?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Cartilage provides cushioning and support, reducing friction between bones and allowing smooth joint movement. How does the structure of the leaf cuticle aid in water conservation?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The cuticle is a waxy layer that reduces water loss from the leaf surface by minimizing evaporation. What is the role of the hypothalamus in thermoregulation?
3, 2, 1, 0.
The hypothalamus regulates body temperature by triggering sweating or shivering in response to changes in temperature. How does the structure of the heart valves contribute to unidirectional blood flow?
3, 2, 1, 0.
Heart valves open and close in response to pressure changes, ensuring that blood flows in one direction through the heart and preventing backflow.